So I'm currently doing a new and different experience with my sons, with all my kids, even though my daughter's not present, but with my sons. Um, Again, they're getting older, and just every day I get some instructions or get some type of empowerment from God to apply something, because evidently He wants something fixed in my life and working, and in working order, because God is a God of order. So trying to get order around here. So anyways, they went outside earlier, and you see how pretty it is outside, sunny and all that. It's coming into springtime. So they went outside because this is one of their off days. I have an on day and an off day for them to do Roblox, and it's crazy because my younger son had to start sooner. You know, my older son then had all this span of years to play Roblox and do this stuff freely. They don't really get on punishment because they're not bad kids, but they have to get on some type of restrictions at time because it has to be done. And so this is their off day, and which is a weekend, and tomorrow is supposed to be their own day. But I have to make adjustments, and I really feel like it's because it's pressure from the I can't really say my daughter's dad right now because she's not presently here, but even still, from them choosing to impregnate me, and one of them again said he trapped me, the other one said he raped me. So both of them knew that from trapping and raping, that means that, you know what I'm saying, kids gonna come. Now, some females, baby daddies ain't do that to them. Some women just maybe threw themselves at their, you know what I'm saying, they're the fathers of their kids or whatever. I didn't. I definitely, with my boys' dad, I definitely like position myself for me to, be seen by him, but I did not to be abused by him. So, and nor my daughter's so-called dad. With my daughter's so-called dad, we were younger, but he was already on some kind of mission to do some crazy stuff, some foul stuff. So it is what it is. So my kids feel the effects of it, and I know I'm not alone in this, but I know some people don't speak up or know the details behind it. But when that man leaves you, or whatever the case, or that male in these cases leaves you and goes elsewhere, goes to another household, bed hop, community property, penis, or whatever, or not even, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be that. Sometimes it could be whatever it is that they're out there chasing or looking for. In my case, it's definitely been another female. My daughter's so-called dad, he would look for a female that's going to give him some money, and I seen that a long time ago when he told me, I'm only talking to these other females so I can get some money, because he knew I wasn't finna do it. I was beneficial to him and I was helpful, but I wasn't finna do it. And then, and just keeping it real, and then my so-called boy's dad, now that I know that he has prostitution in his historical bloodline, and he picked that up, I wasn't finna go out here and be put on the whole stroll. And I'm not saying that he is or had to. I guess maybe he felt like he had to, but anyway, for whatever reason, that led them to leave me behind. Because of course I'm not welcoming you to do that freely in my house and in my presence. Oh God, here go these. You go see these crazy folks passing by and being nosy, watching, being nosy, just looking. But and then there they go pulling up. Anyway, this one tries to distract me. But yeah, I was wondering when was they coming back. That's why I'm gonna go and do my stuff out in the evening, like a little later when it gets a little darker. Cause now it's daylight saving time, so it stays lighter longer. But I wasn't finna do it. And I mean, just looking and peering, it just gets on my nerves. Hopefully y'all can see it in the video. Just peering at my house. You on right there next door. What is over here for you? Except for you just wanting to try to start and cause some trouble. Just always looking over here. What do you think you're going to see? What do you think you're missing? That right there just irks me. Can't even speak on what I'm trying to speak on because it just, ugh. I just seen, it got on sunglasses and just peering. That's why I went on and closed my curtain a little bit. But it's very quiet in here because I try to keep order and structure in my house and stuff like that as best as I can do, as far as me being a female trying to raise some sons, and of course my daughter was here. She was very helpful when she was here before. Let's see, here she go, which I ain't worried about her, but I ain't concerned about her, should I say. But it's real quiet in here. The fan's just blowing just because. I didn't send my sons went outside earlier, and soon as the wind blew, like you might pick it up on this video where the wind might be blowing a little harder or whatever at times. But soon as the wind blew, one of my older son came in and he was like, I should have been looking at these other ones too. Anyway, I didn't mean to pick up all this on this camera. I was recording before they pulled up, so it is what it is. But my older son came in, he was like, yep, the wind's blowing too hard. And I was like, oh no, I'm not having it. It's pretty outside, the wind blowing. Y'all been in this house for too long, just being able to get spoiled with just sitting on these devices all the time, all day, all throughout the night. Heck no. Watching TV. I bought a TV in here, and it's fine for us to have family movie night and stuff like that, but we also I need some active boys. I don't need y'all just being weak and stuff. And as a female, I don't really know how to physically train them. I can tell them to do some stuff, but I see my older son getting bigger because he's just been at home. Yeah, COVID, but also it's the lack of home training and the lack of having a male present to help you out and stuff like that, to give you that guidance. So of course the responsibility and accountability is with their dads, well, not their dads, because they only got one amongst them two. I'm just, when I'm saying dads, I'm used to talking about my daughter having her own dad, so-called dad, and their dad. But anyway, but yeah, the responsibility lies with their dad. I don't give a damn if he left and went somewhere else. I don't care. I don't like him. I don't want him. But I've always wanted the father and the parenting for my children. Hey, I can't make him come back around and do what he's supposed to. He decided 3 years ago that he was going to go off somewhere else, maybe almost 4. And even, what else was it? And even when he showed back up over here at the very spot where my camera is pointing, where the car just pulled up at, his so-called aunt was sitting right there on the porch. He took his tail over there. He didn't come over here and stop whatever he was doing and see his kids. For one, because he knew I wasn't finna be a part of the roster and the team as far as him and whatever he had going on at another female's house. And for one, I guess I thought it was something temporary that, you know what I'm saying? I know people cheat and people whatever. And of course they say you ain't getting cheated on if you ain't got a ring on your finger. Honey, the commitment is not just the ring. Now, granted, you should, I guess, do the outward thing, but that's for sure for people. And to let people know you're married, I guess, or whatever. But, and I know it's some kind of symbolic as far as reminding, I guess, the husband and the wife that they got a spouse. But if you know you got a spouse and you know you took them vows and stuff in front of God, then you should just know you came into covenant with somebody. But anyway, and no, we didn't do all of that, but we did, I know he told me previous times, till death, and we gonna get married, I just gotta do this and all that, whatever. So he made, it was broken promises, of course, and stuff to me. And this didn't make good on it. So, I don't own him. But he claimed he owned me, though. Let him tell it. He said, I own your ass. So that's what all my kids, well, not all, well, all 3 of my kids' dads, so-called dads, have said something like that to me. And I only have 2, but I'm just saying, including all kids. So my daughter's dad told me he trapped me. My boys' so-called dad told me he raped me, and he did. But yeah, he spoke it out and let me know. And so then he told me he owns me. Oh, okay. Picture that. But anyway, So my boys, my oldest one came in because like the wind is blowing down. It was blowing a little bit harder, but like it's blowing now. Came in and said the wind was blowing too hard. Okay, so now you're gonna get what you want. Now you're confined to your room, period. Because indefinitely for right now, because I can, because that's what I feel like is best. They might not like it. One of my oldest one, he went in there crying, this, that, and the third, feeling upset. Nose started bleeding and everything. So if some blood was shed today or whatever, it wasn't shed, but it was, came from somewhere. Nose bleeding, getting blood everywhere, doing all this, sniffling and crying, just upset. And I was like, oh, but you wanted to come in the house though. So now you don't even want to go in your own room where you comfortable, you're safe, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna be fed. And now you confined. Y'all ain't coming out until you gotta use the bathroom or something like that. And there's some other restrictions that I put on them. And I told them it's not because you're in trouble. It's not because you don't need to feel like you don't have the right to say I don't want to go outside right now, because you do got that right. But my kids, because I know them and I raise them every day. It was just the way it was done. Stepped outside, then 5 minutes later or less came back in. The oldest one because the wind blew. The youngest one because he said a yellow jacket was out there. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to do that at all. But a yellow jacket, you go outside and a yellow jacket is out and it's all this other space. Look at this front yard. That's not even the side and the back. It's all this other space. And you can go and choose to get away from a yellow jacket. So that's why I say it's the lack of home training, lack of structure. I'm trying to guide my kids. I'm trying to steward my kids. And I just said, and this is the real, I guess, where it got real for me, where, I didn't ever set out to be a single parent or operate as a single parent. But I'm definitely feeling those, what you call woes of single parenting. And it got real for me. So, and yeah, just put the damn icing on the cake when them neighbors, so-called neighbors, pulled back up. That was that blue vehicle, peering, just staring them out. You see the other ones, they got their stuff out of the car, went on in the house. And I hope and pray that they continue to be like that. Mind y'all business. You know what I'm saying? I'm pointing my camera over here because, again, everybody, y'all need to mind y'all business too. You don't need to know everything going on in my house. But before my kids went in there, I got them to clean up some stuff. They did such a good job. It looked better in here than what it was looking. So it was just God just letting me know you need to adjust your attention this way. And I had to do it. And we working as a team. We doing it together. Of course, I don't want to send them nowhere and confine them. But at the same time, I don't want them to get older and hopefully this doesn't happen to them. But if it ever happens to them, they get confined because of for whatever reason. It could be because they did something. It could be because they didn't do anything. And so yeah, I had to stop and pause for a minute because again, I'm telling you, when they stare over here and peer over here, it like really tries to penetrate and bother me. I just don't like it. Like, it's creepy. It's like, yes, people can look in whatever direction they want to when they riding in their car and this, that, and the third, but it's like, who stays right here. So you're peering over here trying to either intimidate or whatever. And I'm telling you, it's going to be one day where I'm going to just sit there and I'm going to stare them down and I'm going to stare back. I'm going to like put a chair over there. That's the type of stuff that I be on. Like, I will just sit there and I will put a chair right on the side and I will just stare you down just because. And I have something recording to make sure, but that I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be spiteful. But it's like, girl, there's nothing over here for you. I don't want you. I don't want your old ass husband. I don't want to bother with you. I just don't want you disrespecting me and my kids. I don't even want you, like, honestly, you can act like we don't exist. You can make like we don't exist, but just keep it over there. Like, you don't gotta bother with us. So, that tried to, like, just throw me off. But anyway, I'm gonna go outside in a little while, short while, and just enjoy me some time outside. It's nice and sunny. I wish I would have went out there within the, like, what, and yeah, I do be clocking them sometimes, but I think they left at, like, maybe 2:15, and been gone for like 3 hours. I wish I would have went out there and did that, but I had to focus on in-house. I had to. Today was just that day that I had to focus on what was going on the inside before I even go out and get my nice little breather that I wanted to get. I had my son to vacuum um in the living room and stuff, and he did a good job. The one that he was crying and stuff. I'm not gonna call him a crybaby, but his so-called dad used to call him he called him a wine baby. He called him a colic baby when he was a baby. And he's none of that. He's not he wasn't a colic baby. He's not a wine baby, but he will cry a little more, so he's seemingly like a crybaby. But he's not. He don't cry enough, you know. And I'm not saying he needs to cry more than that, but he don't cry. He don't have reasons to cry. He's mostly a happy child, and you know, so when certain stuff changes and stuff for them, and he make it a big deal, like nose bleeding and stuff like that, I'd be like, oh Lord, gotta take it into consideration. So I remove everything out of there that you may even think to try to hurt yourself with or anything like that, and we good to go. I still feed you, gonna get fed, but it's gonna be a lot quieter around here. Which I mean, they don't make that much noise, no way. It's gonna be quiet around here, and it's gonna be peaceful, and it's gonna be orderly. That's what I'm asking God to continue to restore order, and that's just not amongst my kids. That's with myself. It starts with me as the leader of the household, basically the head of the household. Didn't sign up to be that, but I do kind of sometimes enjoy being that. But you know, but yeah, this camera getting on my nerves. But that's what I had to do today. This good old pretty sunny day in March. What the heck is going on with my... Hold on. I'm laughing like flies because my side door camera would not come on. What the heck? It's saying live in progress. It can't be because yeah. So yeah. Anyway. But anyway, I don't know. Are you looking to my house for some type of leadership, some type of sign? No, baby. Signs follow the believers. If you believe in God, He'll give you your signs that you need or want or whatever. So I'm just chilling out. I'm chilling out. I'm enjoying it. That's the fan blowing in the background. So I ain't trying to use too much electricity, at least starting off. Plus it gets cooler at night, so I think we can make it through the day with the fans. Got fans in every room, so nobody can complain. I'm about to try to get some new furniture and just get stuff continuously in better order, better working order. Got to cook my pork steaks this morning. I'm gonna save my steak to cook it tomorrow. I don't want it today. I might cook it tonight and just have it for tomorrow with the other stuff that came along with it. Because like I said, I got like 2 more HelloFresh meals left. I literally have cooked like, oh my gosh, probably about 10 or 12 of them HelloFresh meals, which is cool. Yeah, it had to have been 12 because I think I got 2 weeks worth. So that was good. And I really did enjoy the experience. I just don't enjoy that you cannot cancel when you want. Well, I had a hard time canceling on the app. It kept saying, we'll be back later. And just the way that they was charging my card, I didn't understand the breakdown of it. And they just kept on pinging. I'm like, wait a minute now, y'all trying to drain me and make me, and it's not nothing that makes you fat, really. It's just something that actually kind of fills you up. It's good for, it says 2 servings, but most of the stuff is just good for, you know, one person. I do like the portion sizes. It helped me to learn more about portion sizes. Gave me a few little extra recipe ideas. Lets me know that you can make a lot of like drizzles with sour cream And it was something else about it that was, and the ingredients was always fresh. So they literally do live up to that name, Hello Fresh. I think I had one shallot that was like kind of molding, and I just a little bit, and I cut it off. But they gave me fresh vegetables and stuff like that. So fresh ingredients. They do a good job with keeping them cool and stuff like that. So I just want to go higher. God have spoken to me about going higher. And I'm like, what, higher some more, God, when I already done been there, done that. In God, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You can't reach the highest height. So, it's plenty more. So, I'm purposing to go higher. I'm still missing my daughter. Like I said earlier, the dream I had about my daughter, I didn't want to really put it on here, but I wrote it and spoke about it somewhere else. So that way I can know if I need to. And then honestly, the person that's like seen in this camera a little bit, at times, she was in my dream and she was trying to, and I think I spoke about it before, but she was trying to invite me somewhere, but there she go appearing again. But anyway, she was trying to invite me somewhere, and I was just like, I'm good. And I kind of felt bad about it because I actually liked the person. And thought we was cool and we would get along, but like I said, her mom interfered with with the way that she operated or dealt with me, or she just flat out made a decision. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to, and that's fine. That's, you know what I'm saying. I don't like it when it's like that. When it's a person that I really feel like, oh, I can match with, I can get along with this person, whatever. That person cool, and that was my peer group, my age, but. Anyway, so I can't look back. I have to focus and look forward and purpose to do better. And so I had to start in the house today. And my boys are quiet, but they don't understand. It's about to be real quiet because they watching them devices for it. I give them an hour for right now. And I'm about to take them devices and they going to be watching these just like I'm watching these trees blow. That's what they going to see. And be glad that they're not in a jail cell and they can actually see the wind blowing, because I've been in a jail cell before, a couple of them, and you can't peer out and look out the window and see nothing. This ain't that. So, and it's not that they're in jail or, like I said, being punished. I just want them to learn to appreciate the things that we do have. We don't have much, but I want us to utilize what we do have. That's my goal. That's the way that I know how to do it. Even though my daughter's not here, I still got to enforce and be the parent to my sons. I still choose to. I still want to. I don't want them taken away from me. I don't want them gone, I don't, and I don't want to keep them from their dad or anything like that. But at the same time, their dad went up and left them. And again, he had it in his mind at some point in time. I just want to raise my kids with no female. Like, he literally told me that. For one, I could take that one way. That sounds sinister as hell. Like, oh, what you trying to do, get rid of me? And then he flat out told me, you gotta go. He told me twice, you gotta go. Oh, wait, what? Well, for one, what did I do? I mean, it make you start questioning yourself. Like, what do I do? But no, number one is, who gave you the right to make that decision? So I just was like, whatever it is I need to work on, let me get myself together. No, I'm not trying to reinvent myself, nothing. I'm not trying to do that. What I did redo is rededicate my life to God some years ago, and as often as I felt like I needed to. But I'm not trying to reinvent myself. I'm not trying to change for none of them. Just like they say, men don't need to change and ain't gonna change for a woman. I'm not changing for them. I'm gonna be me, but I do want to self-improve, and I want to be empowered by God to do His will, to do what He called me to do. That's the main thing. And last night I did feel something, shifting and stuff like that. And I experienced, because I had an experience with God, an encounter with God, and it was regarding something about, and that's all that keep coming to me, is something about fire. No, I didn't have a fiery experience or nothing like that, but it was just something about fire, and I don't want to say specifically what happened and stuff like that, but it was amazing, and I received it, and I'm thankful, and yeah. So that's that on that or whatever. I'm loving the dates. You know, when the time change and stuff, it take me about a week or so to just adjust and be like, oh, okay, I can get with it. I can appreciate more daytime or whatever, daylight saving. But I like it when it get dark early. To be honest, that was me. Like, because people close their blinds earlier and all types of other stuff, and tend to do more trying to mind their business. But anyway, it's a nice, beautiful Saturday. I'm glad it's quiet. I hope it remains. Look at this. See, this is how the wind was blowing. He was like, yep. My son came in. Yep. Too much wind. What? Boy. And if I was abusive or violent, knock you upside your head, boy, take your tail back outside. And I could have did that, but I don't want them sitting outside crying and doing all that and drawing attention. I've never been that type to like attention drawn to my household. So I'm just like, nah, I'm goody. I'm gonna just have you in the house and I'm gonna let you see. So here we go. We're going on this journey. This is day one. We're gonna see how it is. And being there in a room. It's sunny outside. It's beautiful, honey. I used to couldn't stand punishment. When they told me I couldn't go outside, oh, I couldn't stand it. I took advantage of going outside. Now I realize, shoot, I could have been content just sitting on the porch, but we had trampoline in the backyard. We had stuff, you know what I'm saying? We had bikes and stuff. And again, I feel like I got some of those things, and then that's the thing. I told my son, you need to get some like exercise, ride your bike. He has a hoverboard, he has a bike. Ride your bike. He do not be wanting to get on that bike and stuff. And when he was younger, I just knew, like 7 or whatever, my daughter could go ride her bike down to the cul-de-sac and stuff like that. I said, okay, when you get older, you can ride yours down to the second one and this, that, and the third. You know, when you turn 8, honey, you turn 8, 9, and 10, and still don't be trying to do none of that. So I'm like, oh no, I don't want no little fuddy dun type kids. Like, I don't want no bump on the logs. I want to raise kids. I want to interact with you, and really that's why I want my help and my guidance from a male. Preferably older, but even if even if he's younger, but just not too, you know what I'm saying, not illegal age or whatever, and nothing illegit. But I'm not gonna be pressed. I'm just gonna do what I can do for myself, with myself, and with my children while I can. And that's gonna be that. So I can, and then I just need to get more secure within myself about some things, and yeah, we making our way. That's what I can say. It didn't feel like it for a moment. It felt like I was going backwards, and like, oh, we slipping, we falling, can't get, feeling like that. But God empowered me, and He helped me to figure out, to come up with something to do in the household. Because at times I do be almost feeling like, oh my God, I blame their dad, but I'd be like feeling like, oh my God, man, if he wouldn't have left y'all, if he wouldn't have did this, then I'd be able to do this, we'll be able to do this. Because, I mean, bottom line, I don't care what nobody say, that is the truth. Because I did not have my children by myself. I did not have an immaculate pregnancy or anything like that. So, I mean, it's immaculate, all right, but it took a man to impregnate me twice with 2 boys. And I'm thankful. And I'm not trying to show him or make him proud. I'm trying to give the glory to God, because I'm thankful that He allowed me my womb to carry kids and carry them to full term and all of that and beyond. And that's that. I don't owe no man none of these thank yous, no nothing. But anyway, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. I don't usually do this, but yeah, that's the person that was in my dream earlier. But anyways, and again, this is just things I observe. I don't be seeking to try to go and pry into nobody's life, but I got my camera pointing up here because I'm in the living room now instead of where I usually record in my room, and point towards the backyard or the side or whatever. So this is that. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm getting ready to go in here and check on my boys, because again, we're on this new journey, and we're gonna see how this goes. I will maybe keep y'all updated. I don't know about progress, but ain't nobody crying and sniffling and going crazy, so I feel like it's going all right.